Oh, hey guys, welcome to our today's live stream of the Cygnus launch to the ISS. Um, yeah, I'm today here with Marlon, and we're just gonna talk about the launch.
Yeah, so hello. We currently only have a picture available of the spacecraft here. And because NASA live stream is starting in 25 minutes, so we don't have a live stream yet. And on the official, I know there's coverage on the official NASA channel, but they don't have rocket views there. They're just talking like our fellow friends from Iran Space are doing. Yeah, 3 times. So yeah, we'll just have this picture. Yes.
Yeah, so why don't we just pull up our website and
We
just
don't need the
scroll through
picture.
the launch?
So then let's just get away from this picture. Let me just arrange some things here on my desk, and then I can pull up the website here. So
Okay, no
let's
problem.
just get into the. I don't have it open. That's not good. So here we are on the Weekly Spaceflight website. Ignore the things up here. That's from the editing. But yes, this is our website. If in case you didn't know, we have one. Weeklyspaceflight.com or .de. We have the launches here, post-launch updates. We have a newsletter, you can subscribe to that, and we have our theme page where we have all the team members listed. So yeah, let's just go to launches and to the Cygnus launch here. So here it is, here Cygnus CRS NG16. It's a commercial resupply mission. That's why CRS, and they call it NG. Yes, NG16. So I think we have the title wrong for our stream, right?
Probably.
Or do we have?
Because I just checked, but no, that's fine. That's all
We don't
right.
have a number in there, but it's somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in the stream here. There's the mistake. There's 15 here. That's
Yeah.
the mistake. Then let me just
Okay.
fix that one here. So that's fixed, and yeah. So the rocket is an Antares 230 plus. The design evolved over the time. You know, we had the failures and stuff, and so they evolved the design. Bigger solid boosters on the upper stage and ECC, that stuff. The T minus is at 2156 UC, or for our appearance. So for MEST, is that right? I think it's MEST for us.
Central or Middle European?
Oh yeah,
I don't know. It's
CEST,
for us,
Central
it's
European
around there.
Summertime.
Right.
CEST, CEST would be at 2356. So yeah, it's today, Tuesday, August 10th, 2021 at 2156 UTC. Do you want to say where it's launched from?
Sure. So it's launching out of Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia, USA. Um, that's just the launch site Antares always uses. Um, as already mentioned, it's going to be a Cygnus spacecraft. It's just the resupply spacecraft for the ISS from Grumman, if I'm not
Northrop
mistaken.
Grumman, yes.
Yeah, so obviously it's gonna end up in a low Earth orbit on the ISS inclination, uh, because it's gonna resupply the ISS. Yeah, it's gonna be the 16th commercial resupply mission
Oh,
of
you're a robot.
Grumman with a Cygnus
Not
spacecraft,
anymore.
and I'm a robot. Oh,
Now
is it
it's
better
fine. It's
now?
fine again. Yeah, I was a robot
All
for a
right.
few seconds.
Yeah. So it's the Cygnus spacecraft, if I'm not mistaken. This is the new version, right? With the
Yes,
circular solar panels
yes.
and
It's been
more
there for
volume.
few launch already. So yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes, not
yeah. Well,
that
anyway.
new.
Yeah, but it's still birthing, right?
Yes, it's still birthing, and I
Yeah.
don't think there will be a newer version which is talking. I mean, it's using the big ports. I think you have to birth
Right.
for the big ports.
Yeah.
So
You have to.
and I don't think they will change it to the international docking standard, because yeah, then would have two docking ports for three spacecrafts then, and it's already really tight
Right.
with both Starliner and Dragon, and yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah. So for the people that might not be familiar with that, berthing is just where the spacecraft basically flies close to the space station, and then there's a canadarm or a manipulator arm
Yeah, it's a
from at the
Canadarm.
space station who is connecting to the spacecraft and is pulling it close. Um, which was also the method SpaceX used with their first version of Dragon. So there is a person on the ISS who is controlling the arm, connecting to the spacecraft and pulling it close to the docking port and is docking that way. I'm not quite sure why they're using that method. Probably because
The
the
big
Cygnus
ports, the big
spacecraft has the
ports.
big ports, and I don't know about the procedures. What is why they're opting for the berthing instead of docking. I don't know why the big ports can't
The big
support
ports
docking, but
have a little more complicated system to dock, and it even has to be bolted. So I think
oh
from they have
yeah,
to
right.
bolt the spacecraft to the station. I mean, docking it's like a soft hard capture, it's like a middle thing, and then it's being bolted to the station until it's being unberthed. And
Right.
yes,
So
we will. Let me just see. Okay, Cygnus capture, so berthing and capture of the spacecraft will be on Thursday at 12 or 12:10 UTC. We maybe will host that. Not sure yet.
yeah, so
Because
for
there
me, I
might be
definitely
some.
have to look out for that because that's the
That's
day
your
I'm
day
gonna be
with.
back.
Yeah, you're flying back, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure when my flight is actually going because I'm currently in Spain on vacation. But yeah, I'm going back on Thursday, and I have to look up my flights again because I'm not sure when they're going. But I might be joining you if you're hosting that one.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We had some family activities planned on that day, but I'm not sure at
Yeah, no
what
worries.
time. Maybe it could fit. We will definitely let you know on Twitter.
Yeah. So if you scroll down on our website, so we could go in a little more detail. Right.
Yeah.
So the mass of the spacecraft and the payload, I think it's both, right? It's
Yeah, I mean,
six
it's
point
the spacecraft
tons.
with all the experiments and stuff inside and
Right.
the cargo. Yeah.
So it's 6.6 tons. It's fairly heavy compared to what we're used to seeing on like Dragon and from SpaceX. They're usually around 4 to 5 tons. So
Are
that's a
they
bit heavier, but it's also bigger. Was
really
that?
that light? I think I have
Yeah.
them. Oh, okay.
So obviously it depends on how much payload they're carrying, but I think the dry mass of
Is
Dragon is 3.8 or something, and then with some payload it's around 4 or 5 tons.
so yeah.
So
I'll just look up for CRS 23, but there's no mass yet. So I'll just look for the other one. But you can go on.
yeah. So can you scroll down on the website, please?
Yes.
Just a little bit. Yeah. So Antares 230 plus has two stages. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, the lower stage, the first stage is a liquid fuel stage, and the upper stage is solid. Is that
Yes, it's an
correct?
interesting combination. So usually you have on the first stage
Right.
solid, and on the second stage, then I mean, not usually. Usually, I mean, we don't see that that often today.
Yeah.
But if you would have an SRB on your center stage, I'll call it, so not as a strap-on, it would usually be the first stage
Right.
because you can't cut it off, and cut off is critical for second stage to get in a precise orbit.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. They have really like a nice system where they completely calculate that system that calculates that computer, and then it also can mid-flight while the SFB is burning for a second stage. It also can correct and then just panning up and down like with the nose, and it's in the pitch. It's just pitching up and down to get or to orbit.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
I
really
that's
interesting,
what I was wondering
and
about
I think
the other launches I've
it's a
watched.
pretty stable orbit for 2 orbits or so. But the Cygnus
Yeah.
spacecraft definitely does a few burns right out through big burns right after separation to get into a stable orbit.
Yeah. So they even though they're not docking per se, they still have big thrusters on there because it has to maneuver around a lot, and until it's close to the space station, obviously has to maneuver. So it has big thrusters with lots and lots of fuel, and yeah, so it basically completes a couple of orbits. Obviously, if it takes 2 days, it's gonna be some orbits until it's there. So it's not the fast lane. I'm
I
gonna
mean, you
call it
can't
the
really
fast
go
lane.
fast from the US. That's small problem.
Right.
I mean,
But
the only
Russia
fast
can do
exit
it
is
in
from
two
Russia,
and a half
yes.
hours. Yeah. So that's still pretty crazy. You can't go any faster than that because that's basically the fastest you
That's how
can
orbital mechanics work, yeah.
with right. I mean, still you technically could go faster, but that's the most efficient, fast way
Yes.
you can basically take. So, Antares has no strap-ons in any setup. Probably that's right. Yeah,
And
no
let's
setup
just
has
talk
any
about one
strap-ons.
fact that's where I'm really impressed right now. It's not about launch, but I have the launch here on my MacBook, and it's an M1, and I have everything I've charged it this morning. I've used it for around an hour. It's still at 100%. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm
The
using
M1 manages
Chrome.
energy so well.
I'm
Yeah,
using
well, I'm
Chrome, the
not.
better browser than Safari, by the way.
Yeah.
Right?
So, we're still. I'm not gonna answer that. We're
Yeah,
still a
with
couple of minutes away,
50 minutes, I think.
from the official NASA live stream,
Oh yeah, the
and
NASA will go off in 13 minutes.
yeah.
So yeah, let's just pull up
So,
this beautiful image again.
sure.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. Totally. So there you can actually see
Is
the
this
Cygnus
real?
spacecraft.
It looks like it could
Most
be
likely.
rendered. It looks like something that could be rendered, but also could be real. But I think it's real.
Right. Yeah. I think it's real
The
too.
solar panels don't look like render, but Cygnus looks like a render. At
Yeah.
least the body.
Maybe it's a crossover. I don't know. So anyway,
Yes.
you can see the
I
birthing
really like the design of Cygnus. It's
procedure.
really cool.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, the of
And
course the advantage of this docking mechanism is that you have really, I mean, the international docking center would be like around this size here. So let's just get the thing that NSF has too. Let's just get here snipping tool and let's just do this framing here. And I can just okay, you won't see in stream. That's useless. Okay, so yeah, you just have it's a little bit smaller, and so yeah, especially for resupply for cargo, this is just superior. You have a lot of space to get the cargo out and in. I mean, it's like a trash can. It burns up in re-entry. You can put trash in there, and big parts even. So it's really big. That's a really big advantage
so
compared
that's
to. I
probably
mean,
why
that's now a big thing with Dragon 2. You don't have the big hatch
yeah,
anymore. You have you don't
right.
can't carry any big cargo anymore of big things. So that's now the job of Cygnus, and soon of our holy dream chaser, of the best
Yeah.
spacecraft ever.
But does Dream Chaser have the big port?
I think it's birthing, but I'm not sure. But
Huh.
I think Dream chaser should be birthing. So the pictures we saw pictures of the docking mechanism, and it looked really like a birthing board and not like a docking adapter.
Interesting.
But I could be
So
wrong.
I read that Dreams Chaser is not gonna carry crew at all.
Yeah, that's
That's
sad.
what I read that they dropped the crew capability. Yeah, but still, Dreams Chaser is pretty awesome.
It's superior. It's superior.
Yeah.
I mean,
So and
it
you
even
can
has a lot
see
of
in
payload volume. You have to has
right,
really much
it's
payload.
really big.
Big, it's huge.
So you can see in the picture you can see the big port Marlon was talking about. That's
Robot.
probably why
Don't
Cygnus
know.
is still in use. That's why what?
Yeah, that's why they just have the contract. That's also a fact.
Right, and because they have the big hatch, the big port, they can just fit huge payloads through there. Which other commercial resupply capsules can't do that because they're just too small. So Dragon had the Dragon 1, the first version, had a big port like this, but obviously Dragon 2 now has the smaller port and the international docking adapter.
And small update on Cygnus, on Dream Chaser. So the old design was birth, but now, or at least to go to this port, but now it's the international docking adapter. It's going to.
Okay, yeah. So, and in this picture, you can also see the Canadarm reaching from above. That's part of the berthing procedure, where that is controlled manually from an astronaut on board, and the astronaut basically controls the arm, and the arm pushes Cygnus into place. And yeah, that's basically how that works. So you obviously have lots and lots more control over the spacecraft if you're berthing, because it's actual in human hand, like the
Yes.
controls. Because when you're docking, it's
I mean,
all
you
autonomous.
could theoretically switch Dragon. You always could switch Dragon to manual mode,
Right.
just like we saw with
Sure.
Norca docking. I mean, Norca switched to manual mode at the end, and I
Yeah.
mean, Soyuz and everything. Just could you could theoretically use the manual mode, but of course you want to do
Yeah,
it
obviously.
automatically.
But there's always the so-called handoff point.
Yes.
So that's, I think, around half a meter away from the docking ports. So that's where the crew has to let go of the controls when they're in autonomous mode, and then the spacecraft really takes over everything and docks. Because up until that point, it's fairly easy to just abort the docking, basically. But at that point, you basically have to dock because it's just too close. It would be too risky to do anything. So yeah, that's basically how that works. So the astronauts are always ready to take over the controls should the computer do something weird or not expected. They can just take over the controls and do whatever they want, basically. But yeah, but should the computers fail, which happened in the early Soyuz days a couple of times, um, they can try to, or they're able to dock manually through Windows and measurings.
No, I think
And
it docks through macOS and not Windows. Not sure, but oh, okay, bad joke, bad joke. Okay, go on.
that joke
that
was
one,
terrible.
that was not a good joke.
Yeah, but obviously, actually that's a question I was wondering about a couple of months ago. I was on a train trip and was like, What operating system were rockets running on?" And I did some research, and
Linux, right?
the Falcon 9, for example, they run on Linux.
I mean,
So,
yeah, I mean, like everything runs on Linux, right? I mean, it's like, I mean, macOS is also Linux.
well, macOS is its own operating system, but it's based on Linux.
Yeah, I mean, everything's
So,
based. Is there like isn't a real Linux? Just every you always have the user interfaces and I think. I mean, what is it called? I mean, we have Ubuntu is for example one of them and all that
yeah, but
stuff.
like in Linux, you have different. You can basically build your own operating
Yeah,
system.
what is the name
So,
of the operating system? There was a
of
specific name for them.
of Falcon 9.
No, of the Linux things.
Oh, I can't remember. It's based on the name of the guy who invented Linux. That's what I can remember.
So yeah,
Oh,
chat is really silent today. Are you here or are you asleep? Chat fell asleep. So if you're here and if you can hear us, write a 5 by 5 in chat. Or was it 4 by 4? Wait, I'm
five
confused.
five five.
It was 5 by 5, right?
Yeah,
Yes, I'm confused. It's late. I haven't slept much last night.
yeah, I can tell. You just arrived too, right?
Yeah,
You just
on Sunday,
came
Sunday
home.
evening.
Oh yeah, all right.
So yeah, chat doesn't want to write anything. So yeah, we'll just keep on talking. Oh, we dropped viewers. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Love it. Hi, chat. Can you talk with us? No. Clicks away live stream. Lovely. Okay. So actually, while we was on vacation, actually, okay, let's just go. Let's just say yeah. It was actually funny because I only could watch Olympics on British TV. There was no German TV, and I
Okay.
really watched this. It was skateboarding, and the British commentary like, "Oh, and that trick, lovely, lovely, hey, lovely, 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 oh, lovely, 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 lovely." Like every second word they said was
Yeah.
lovely, 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 oh, lovely. Oh my god, that's so lovely. It was hilarious. So
So yeah, the only sports I watched from the Olympics were baseball. So obviously the TV was always running
yes, I watched.
because
Also watched
my dad
karate.
and my
Was
grandma, they like to watch sports, but I really watched baseball. So I watched every single game that had a live stream. Unfortunately, not all of them had live stream, and just a few had commentary.
I think there was
So
wasn't every game live streamed on
no,
on ZDF.
some weren't. So I think
No.
about 2 or 3 games were not
Hashtag cancel
available as a live
ZDF.
stream. Yeah, no, it was both the RD and the ZDF.
Wait,
What?
RD did stream or did show
ARD.
Olympics? I
Yeah.
mean, ZDF
They
was like
share the rights and they switch up every day.
ZDF said like they are the big Olympic channel. When you look on their website,
Yeah,
it
both are.
says the Olympic channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well. So, and what was really annoying about the German commentary that was that the guy who did the commentary always used German terms for the words. For example, like fly ball, which is just a baseball term used in
Floorball.
Germany. He said Flugball, which is just the straight translation, and he
Okay.
didn't do that.
I mean, it's a
But
direct. What would you say? Like flyball, flukeball?
yeah,
Right.
we say fly ball. It's just no, there is no translation. Like we say
And I see.
Aufzählung.
I say rocket engine, but people in Germany say Raketentriebwerk.
Yeah, right.
That's why I
So
don't watch German rocket content because German words for rockets are just no,
weird.
just no.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
even
and
Rakete sounds bad.
sounds kind of weird.
Rocket
Yeah,
is much
I know
better.
what you're getting at. And another thing which confused a lot of people on Twitter because I was really stressed out about that they showed the pitch speed in kilometers an hour, which is something
Um,
you don't do in baseball.
but
That's
that's
just
funny. Everyone's
was
saying, "Oh
miles.
no, use metrics, use metrics." But baseball, no.
Yeah, I mean baseball was invented in America in
In Murica,
1830 or
invented in
something.
Murica.
So
You mean
obviously they use miles, and it's just even in Germany we use miles in baseball. So obviously we use the metric system in every other way, but in baseball we use miles. So and with me being a player, I obviously have instant references if it's like 85 miles an
mm,
hour or 100. I just have the reference, but
yeah,
if it says
that's what I hate
148 kilometers,
about F1. It's in miles per hour, and I just always think it's so slow. But then I looked up, and miles per hour is. I always thought like it's a few only. It's a few points, but it's a lot. And we have
yeah, it's a
in
lot.
F1 you have like
So
200 miles per hour are really 300, and I thought they're like 200, like 220 or so.
yeah,
And that's always
but I mean,
Wimbledon tennis. It's also in miles per hour because it's British. And that's annoying. I always can't reference to the servers. So
yeah,
I hate Imperial.
yeah, I mean it's not too bad.
It's bad.
You just have to get used to
No,
it.
it's
But
bad.
I like metric more. It's just
You mean
better.
metric is just much cool? I mean inches or feet. I mean you use your
Yeah,
fucking foot.
just
Just
makes more sense to use a meter. Like 100
yeah, I
centimeters
mean
is a
like
meter,
it's
and 1,000 meters is
I'm
like
5 foot
wow.
big. Oh yeah, just lay
Yeah,
down.
it's
I'm
just
gonna measure you. I'm just gonna walk
confusing,
past you and just gonna
right?
measure your body height.
Right.
Really
But
much.
a friend from America said the imperial system is easier to reference with like visual things. So because the standard
Nah,
foot is actually
I always have
30
1 meter in my
centimeters.
head. I can look at everything
So
and know what 1 meter is. I
yeah,
have the
right.
meter perfectly in my head.
But he said you can if you say
Oh, we're
yeah
waiting for
something's
NASA. NASA
30
is
feet
late.
long, like yeah,
NASA's late.
yeah.
Cancel
Ah,
NASA.
not on time. Not
Cancel
on time.
NASA. Just gonna tweet them.
Yeah. And he said that the metric system is just for mathematics and arithmetic, and because it makes sense. But the imperial system just doesn't make sense.
So NASA, you wanna go live or
So
so?
now we're just waiting for NASA to watch their stream, because they obviously always have
Well,
the greatest
I just
camera
remembered about
angles.
something when we were talking about NASA. I remembered about something. I think some commentary don't know which it was. They always said ESA to ESA. It was always ESA. I mean, we don't say NASA. We also say NASA. Why are you doing ESA? I mean, just call it ESA.
Yeah, but the average American can pronounce ESA or ESA or whatever.
Who can't pronounce ESA?
The average American.
Or Brits would say ESA. ISA. ESI.
So
Oh, look, lovely launch of the ESI.
yeah, but I don't like ESA either. It's just
Yeah, it's. I
it's
mean,
just hard
even
to say.
ESA even made a tweet saying it's ESA, not ESA. They flamed everyone
Yeah.
on Twitter for that. Love that. I mean, the ESA Twitter team is really cool. They answer almost everything and stuff.
Their whole
They're-
social.
Oh, NAS Life! Look at that
Nice.
beautiful rocket.
Their
And you can
whole-
perfectly see ice here. Look at that. You know, here
Yeah.
you have the Antares thing, but there is no. The T cuts off, and then there's nothing anymore.
nothing.
But it's
So-
interesting that here, that down here, you can still see this. I think it's a Cygnus. No, yeah. Man, yeah, it's a Cygnus logo. I'm
What
always missing a
propels
word.
is
What is the
Antares?
English? What can you say in English for doch? I feel like there's no word for that one. You can't say like in an argument. You can't say doch. You can't say that. There's nothing in English. What do you
Oh,
say
that's
then?
true.
That's so annoying. I mean, you can't say
Weird.
like, oh yeah, that blah 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 Safari is better than Chrome. I can't say yeah, or I can't say yeah, Chrome doesn't have I don't know. And I can say
Yeah,
doch,
I
it
know
has
what you
that, but you don't have this one. That's so annoying.
Right.
I hate it. I always say doch in English. And I mean, when you have, I mean, they use kaput and that stuff. Why can't we just say doch in English? I
Right.
mean, and what is that? I want a rocket.
Yeah.
Is that the one that died on Columbia or was it Challenger? I mean, that's pretty cool. They're always naming the missions by their.
Yeah.
As
That's
the
pretty
first
cool.
Asian American astronaut.
And was it one that I think it was one that died on Challenger mission, right? Or on.
And his first space flight was aboard Space Shuttle
Oh,
Discovery
didn't he
in
die?
January
Not sure.
1985 for STS-51C. He lost his life aboard the Space
Yes.
Shuttle Challenger in
Challenger.
1986 along with 6 other crew members.
Okay.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah. That's terrible.
FGS external power nominal. And a copy all. Check 367, 368.
Right. So there's the
Cygnus
rocket
will arrive
again.
to the International Space Station after a 2-day journey
We
on
have-
Thursday, August 12th,
Where
where it will be installed to the
what
space
time is
station's
lift
Unity
off?
module.
20 minutes, right?
NASA astronaut Megan MacArthur will use the Canadarm2
yes.
robotic arm to capture the Cygnus
Alright.
Little later,
spacecraft
but
backed
yes.
up by Thomas Pesquet of the European
Yeah.
Space Agency. After Cygnus capture, controls will be turned over to Mission
So-
Control
You know, I love it.
The-
You know, they always say Thomas Pesquet. I mean, it's the right pronunciation in French. But I always, the German speaks out of me and says Thomas Pesquet. I always say, I always say Thomas Pesquet.
Yeah. He makes amazing pictures.
Yeah. And I hope that NASA doesn't call, you know, we have the German astronaut Matthias Maurer. I hope that doesn't call him like Matthias Maurer or and
Okay,
German and the ESA astronaut from, or the ESH astronaut from Germany, Matthias Maurer.
Well, hold on. You can't see the T anymore from Antares.
Check channel continued.
Oh yeah, it's rising. But I'm still confused why you can't see the logo down there.
Teams around the
On-
country
on
are
what
working
propellants
together
is
today to
Antares?
ensure various
Oh,
systems
Deluxe
are
is up.
launch
Oh, wait,
Coming
Deluxe is the
from
upper tank?
Antares launch
Oh
control
yeah, that's on
system.
Falcon 9 too. I'm dumb. Okay, yeah,
Monitoring
never mind.
Systems on the Antares rocket. And once Cygnus
That's on
separates
Falcon 9
from the
too.
Antares rocket today and
So-
reaches its
so what
preliminary
propellants are they
orbit,
using?
controls of the vehicle
RP1
will be
and
handed over
LOX.
to teams at
Standard.
Northrop
Oh,
Grumman's Mission Control Center
Boring
in
rocket.
Dulles,
Standard
Virginia.
boring rocket.
Teams there are being
Yeah, well,
led
then
by
it's
Mission
actually
Director
weird.
Teresa
And yeah,
Santelli.
I know we
Because
already had the T minus and stuff, but I want to
sometimes-
use.
And back in the
I worked on
International Space
something
Station,
on a
Flight
small
Control
animation, and I
Center
want to use it
Flight
now.
Control
So here it
team
is.
led by Flight Director
Look
Greg
at that.
Whitney. Teams here are monitoring systems on the
Ooh,
International
nice.
Space Station,
Look at that.
ensuring all systems are a go for
Ooh.
Cygnus launch today.
That's
and
cool.
arrival to
Oh.
the International Space Station.
Yes, yes,
And
Ah,
it's.
there we
But
go.
now it
teams
works. Now
are
it
go for
works.
launch today at
That's cool.
5:01
Can't tell,
p.m.
that's not
Central
cool.
Time, 6:01 in
And
French
I needed
time.
half an hour for that because the fucking animations in PowerPoint are so bad.
Did you use PowerPoint for that?
Yes, on my PC because the shadows and stuff. Yes, I should have used Keynote, but I don't like. You don't have like that much options in Keynote. So for thumbnails,
Yeah,
for the potentiation
people-
use. Yeah, you
It's
can't.
hard to learn. I feel like.
Yeah, you can. And
it's
you also can't do
hard.
like the text options. You have like font color, font, and size. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
it. You can't have background of the font. Can't add shadows. You can't add glow. Spacing and that stuff. That's just not an option. I think Keynote's missing a lot of things, and that's why I'm using PowerPoint mainly. And also because I have Windows PC and that thing's better.
Yeah, I always use is it Google? Yeah, it's Google Docs with their
I hate Google
with
Docs.
their yeah.
Just
What?
have no
Why?
options.
And joining us.
And it's not a
Yeah,
desktop app. I hate that it's a
Marco
browser
Drummond
app.
is
I mean, if they would do a
Antares
desktop
why?
app with a
I
laptop,
love
Program
working in
Manager
browser. You
Christina
can just
Halona.
I
open it
hate
up
it.
and
Walking us
there
I
you go.
love
some of the
apps.
Because
features
you
and
didn't have
milestones
to
for
you didn't
today's
have to
launch.
save or
Christina, the
anything.
launch was
I
moved
mean, you
to the
can
back of the
do
launch
that.
window today.
Yeah,
Explain what
yeah.
the teams detected
But I
and
mean,
how the
PowerPoint and that
results.
stuff, you have autosave. It's saving every 10 seconds. So you
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
It's saving, and if I
But you
close
can
it, it automatically saves and don't have to press anything.
yeah, but when you for example you have a presentation in school or something and you make the presentation at home and you want to hold it in
Wait,
school.
wait. It's
What's
just
up?
previously already cleared out of the pad for safety issues, obviously. So we had to get back out there and check out and make sure everything was up and running and everything looked good. And so that actually took a little bit longer than expected. So it took us to the tail end of our launch window. So everything looked good and we're ready to go. Go for launch.
okay. We've go for launch.
Yes,
Okay.
and we're looking live now at
It just
the
had a small
entry
delay,
rocket
but it didn't
standing
affect the
ready to launch a
T-minus.
Cygnus cargo
All right.
spacecraft carrying more than 8,200
Can you
pounds of
turn up
research,
the
crew supplies,
volume in
and
your
hardware
stream?
to
Is
the
it? It's
International
quiet.
Space Station. Christina,
Yeah.
can you tell us more about?
Oh yeah. Now it's perfect, right?
Yeah, sure.
I know it always sticks to my mouse when I click it. Always strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
Into a variety of
I
low
saw that too.
inclination, low Earth, and sun synchronous
Yeah,
orbits
and we
and
can. That's
interplanetary
kind of a cool
trajectories.
indicator that
So our Antares
the end
has
is
actually been
slowly
upgraded.
fading
Our
away.
stage
Yeah,
one
you can really
core,
see
which
where
has
it's
a
going
lighter
up.
composite structure and
They
Yeah.
can't see that on
space motor.
SpaceX rockets because they have this
The
fucking soot on them.
core allows
Clean them,
various
SpaceX.
engines to perform
Clean
at
them.
full thrust
Maybe
throughout
I
most
would,
of the first
if I
stage
had a rocket, I
profile.
would just
The
put a
230 plus
big
vehicle also has a
black
cargo mass
stripe on the
flexibility, which
side,
gives
so
mass
If
that's
I had a
flexibility
rocket, I
a
would
cool
just
indicator.
expand it.
the Antares
I
230
wouldn't
Plus
worry
vehicle also
about
has the
using it.
ability to
Too
perform
much
light
effort.
load operations by the unique pop-top variant
Yeah,
of the
Just
I mean,
expand it.
vehicle.
Just make it
It's
cheap
you
and
have
really used
expand
for
it.
the light
rockets
cargo
like
load.
India,
I
where
mean, we
they
see it with
where the
Vulcan. I
rockets
mean,
are.
Vulcan's gonna be pretty cheap, therefore it's for being
And the vehicle
expendable.
rolled out to the pad Friday,
Yeah,
August 6th. It was then
that's what I
rotated
was
horizontal
It's
for
wondering
really
Cygnus
about. Why
cargo,
expressive.
like you're
what
saying now,
I
and then it
mean,
was returned to its vertical
the
position
smart
where it
Rios
sits
would be
now
pretty cool,
yesterday. So,
but I
Christina, can
think
you
it's a lot of
walk us
work.
through?
I mean, detaching the engines and bringing them safely to the ground is probably a big undertaking. So
Yeah, I don't know. Just have to separate thrust plug and stuff. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, that's cool with their International Space Station. There's a
yeah.
that's cool.
So Antares is the rocket where they just have a door on the fairing and
Yes,
and
that's
can
where they put the
do the
fairing
last
apart
minute.
on the pad. Yes,
Yeah, they can just open up a door and
yes,
throw some last minute items in there. It's I feel like that's a pretty cool thing
yeah.
because you didn't have to take the fairing apart or when you have like an experiment that is coming in last minute or can't stay in the fairing for some reason for that long. They can
Okay,
just
so
open up the door.
they doing the T minus away every time. So I'll just put up ours here
Yeah,
because
sure,
they're
go
really
ahead.
annoying there. They're always they're sometimes showing it. That's I hate NASA live streams for launches. They're showing it
Yeah, they're
sometimes,
a bit
sometimes not.
they're a bit weird.
And yes, I'm actually working for checklists like NSF has and that stuff for the site. So
Oh, you mean like timeline?
yes,
Oh,
we can
that's
check
cool.
things. But it's pretty hard. It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
But I hope we should get it running for next stream. If the next stream isn't the docking, then we don't have it. But for the next launch, I should get it done.
yeah. It, it's a cute little launch pad.
Yes.
It's just so small, and the four lightning poles are just sticking out, and the huge water tower to the right.
I mean, it's still standing even after a big explosion. I
Yeah,
mean, what is the reason for the lightning towers if there's a huge water tower anyway?
yeah. I think it's just the angle, but the water tower is probably pretty far away.
No,
It
it's
looks like
very
it's
close, I think, isn't it? I mean, it took serious damage at the anomaly, so it should be pretty close.
yeah.
But let me just look up on maps on a MacBook because Apple, of course, put maps on a fucking laptop way of course
Yeah,
needed.
I wanted to just go on Google Earth and look at the launch pad.
So I'm just looking here.
So,
We are
because
now using the 8,000 years ago images from Apple. And hey, did you know if Boca Chica you don't even have the small hill you have on
yeah, we
Google
have
Maps.
nothing.
You
That's
have
just
nothing on Apple
I
Maps.
really don't like that
Even Google is
because
better if they
everything else
one.
is just updated regularly, and Boca Chica is the only place in the world
I mean, you
I
always
feel
have
like
the
where
images
there are
from
no
from
regular
all the
updates.
satellites. So why don't you just edit Apple?
Yeah, I
And
mean,
why is
you can
chat so
even
inactive? Hello, chat.
you can
Write something. I
you
know
can
you're
even
there.
see the year where from where the
The
picture was
wallops
taken.
here. What is that? No. Let me just.
Earth is taking forever.
That's New Jersey. It's too high. That be here.
All right, here we go.
That should be
So
wallops.
searching for wallops.
Wallops Island, Virginia. Oh, was pretty close, but that's an airport. I want to see Launchpad. Go here. So, no, that's the city. Launchpad's here, okay. Now find Cygnus pad. Oh, there's a Rocket Lab pad. It was used very, very often by Rocket Lab.
When are they going to use it at all?
I don't know, Newton. I hope they will use. I mean, they had the capstone mission. You know, the moon mission from
I
NASA.
found the launch. I found the launch pad. Oh yeah, it's very close.
Where is the
It's just
pad?
like
Oh, there it is.
very south.
Wait, they're even distant. It's super close. And you can also see it in
Yeah.
this shot here. It's very close.
Yeah.
So yeah, why do you need lightning rods if you have a water tower? That's the
Oh.
question. So we're gonna invite
Maybe-
Vollops guys to our podcast.
Yeah. Maybe the. No, that's a weird. No, that's not. No idea. So. Ah, our T minus is a little bit off.
Off.
Yeah. It just says.
Did it
18.
change?
I don't
Wait,
think so.
it's 42
ISS.
on their stream. So yeah, it seemed. You know, it changed. It changed.
Yeah,
We're gonna find a new T0.
Window because
Where
it's
can I
ISS.
find? Oh yeah, it's at 2201 UTC now. So it changed. I
Oh,
can just change it
3
here.
minutes.
So
Oh.
that's on 11th for us. We do a lot of work here to the countdown. On the 11th.
We got some more insights on the vehicle
Oh, that's
and
cool.
on the cargo.
Spacewalk equipment. Yeah, they have EVA fuel. That's something I need in KSP. Always run out of that shit. So it's at 002 or 01? 001 and 0 seconds.
Oh, some more.
Let's
The
just restart
ISS
17:10 minutes. So yeah.
Okay.
Documentation module. What's that?
I don't know.
Irosa mounting bracket. And what of the things there was in the mount kit? Let's just listen in. Oh look, they're dragging beautiful. Oh, that shot's cool.
Yeah.
That's also cool. That's cool too.
Why are
Oh, I
launch pads
love-
always?
I love how the rocket does this flip to the side. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
always gimbals directly after launch. The gimbals to the side, not to damage the TE. That's
Yeah.
interesting and funny. Oh yeah, we have active chat user. Hello, chicken. Hello, chicken. Should we do live stream thing on Instagram for our live stream? Let me just do that one. Or did whatever? No.
I feel like it's a thing that launch pads always have amazing sunsets. Because I haven't seen a single launch pad that had no cool sunset shot.
Wait, let me just think of one.
It's
I haven't seen a
impossible.
good one from the ESA pads.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, let's just do a story on Instagram to do it here. Wasn't the ISS 20 years thing for
And
2
of course,
years
it's
now?
always exciting for the crew to receive new experiments, but they'll
Yeah,
also have
they're
some extra
still
goodies
they're
arriving.
still putting the
Also flying
Launch
on Cygnus
America
today are some
banners
treats
out
for the crew, just to name a
on.
few.
Launch
The crew will be
America,
receiving
Launch
apples,
Musica.
tomatoes, kiwis,
And
pizza
that was
kits,
for
and cheese assortments.
DM2, so
CMD? Yeah, you're good. Transfer Cygnus to launch mode. In work.
And
Copy and work.
into the 2 times trick to just yeah, it's good,
Coming
good
up
trick.
on 15 minutes from launch today,
I
all
love
systems
this
are
trick.
still on track for an
I
on-time
love this
launch
trick.
today
I
at
love this
5:01
trick.
and 5 seconds p.m. Central Time, 6:01 and 5
The speed up
seconds
trick doesn't
p.m.
work on
Eastern
mobile.
Time.
Okay, so we are live for 2 days. Cygnus launch to the International Space Shuttle. Yeah,
Copy
nice,
that.
thank
Check
you.
403.
The International
I
Space
had
Shuttle.
some-
404.
I had some
404 not
cool
required today.
angles of the
405 not
ISS
required.
from my vacation
Copy.
spot.
Hey, okay, what's good music for stream story?
And core 1
Lithium
LT,
by
copy.
Deutschrap would be perfect.
The intro from Lithium by Nirvana.
That would be perfect, right? That's good. That's good for a stream.
OCCS for no
No,
adjustment.
Lithium by
Okay, I think we should have go Nogopo now.
And OCCS ACDC armed. ACDC confirmed.
ACDC is confirmed. Nice.
396.
Nice band.
And OCCS configured for no adjustment to fuel level.
Check 397. Admin be advised, step 398 not required. Step 399 not required. And launch team, we're coming up on T-minus 14 minutes. We'll be polling for our final countdown in about a minute and a half.
Imagine you're on that beach right now. There's just
Just to
rock
highlight
and
some
roll.
upcoming
Yeah, rip
milestones,
ears.
about 12 minutes from launch, flight
Ears at
controllers will
launch.
conduct a poll to proceed with the
I
final
don't think that
launch
would be that
countdown.
healthy for your ears,
In
but
about 5 minutes from
who
launch,
knows?
the vehicle will switch to
I
internal
wonder
We
what
haven't-
that yellow
Then just
is
about
for,
3 minutes and
because
30
it looks like
seconds
it's going to the
before launch,
fairing.
auto
Yeah,
sequence
think it's
handoff
air.
and terminal countdown will be
Air
initiated, and
pressure,
that will
or
mark the
it's
time the
yeah,
computers
probably
take
air.
over for the final milestones before launch.
Do they keep a vacuum in the fairing? Probably not, right?
No, it's or pressure.
Stand by,
But why though? Why would they pressure the spacecraft? So like not the inside of the spacecraft, but the,
Maybe it's just electronics and stuff, you know, power.
Yeah.
Before
That's
it's
gonna end
switching
up-
on, before it's switching on internal power, you know you have to power supply. I mean, it's not always on internal power. That's probably the thing.
Complete. And launch team LC on countdown 1 with poll to proceed with final countdown. GSO.
Pin. No go, no pole, go ball. Yes.
RSOs go. TD. TDs go. Prop lead.
Prop leads go.
Stage 1.
Stand by, LC.
MES1.
MES1 go.
Didn't have a go response from stage 1 with standby. That's interesting.
GCs go. Sorry.
Ace.
Aces go.
Mars.
Mars is go.
CMD. CMD is go. And LD.
I'd like to hear from stage 1 first.
Yep.
Stage
stand
1
by.
is go.
Stage 1 is go.
Stage 1's
Oh,
go, okay.
alright, Stage 1's
NG?
go. That's a good thing.
You have sound now?
Proud to honor accomplished NASA
Yeah.
astronaut,
Oh, nice.
first Asian American in space, Ellison Onizuka. In our current challenging times, we reflect on Ellison's inspirational words. The people that make the world run, whose names will go down in the history books, are not the cynics, the critics, or the armchair quarterbacks. They are the adventurists, the explorers, and the doers of the world. When they see a wrong or a problem, they do something about it. When they see a vacant place in our knowledge, they work to fill the void. And today, we will do just that. Aloha to the SS Ellison Onizuka. Northrop Grumman is go for launch.
And a copy, we're
We'll
going
go.
to proceed with final
Go for launch.
countdown, check 407,
That small
Fly
speech
high,
actually gave me goosebumps.
ops 2, step
didn't,
408,
was a
but-
pretty cool
start
speech.
engine evacuation.
Yeah, cool speech, but I don't get. I really don't get often goosebumps with things.
And you just
Yeah,
heard the
y-
poll
no,
to
me-
proceed with the
me
final
neither.
countdown to launch, and
Like
all
when
teams are
people
polling
are
a go.
singing or
And
something,
of course,
I
a
was like,
tribute
oh,
to
that's
Ellison
goosebumps. I'm like,
Onizuka.
I
Yeah,
can't.
sometimes if it's cool
Cygnus
song like.
spacecraft is dedicated after.
We by the way have reached 7 likes on this stream. That's amazing.
Now coming up
8
on
for
10
me.
minutes away from
Oh,
launch, and everything is
in
still
the creative
proceeding
studio, it's still
smoothly
showing
for
7.
launch at 5:01 and 5 seconds p.m. Central Time, 6:01 and 5 seconds p.m.
By the way,
Eastern Time.
by the way, we reached a lot of subs today. It's also pretty cool. I mean, we are now at
T-minus 10 minutes.
46 subs. We were at 36, so we made 10 today. That's crazy. Yeah, it's still not showing other
Once we
videos
get to
for
that
me here.
launch time today, the first thing that will occur is the stage 1 ignition.
Yeah, maybe it's Google
And we'll see
Chrome.
liftoff just a few seconds after that, and those main 2 engines will burn for about 3 minutes.
It
and
hurts,
15
but yeah, I
seconds
have to
before
say it,
cutting
Google
off.
Chrome has a problem
Then
here.
stage 1 will separate. Cygnus will coast for a bit until
Well,
Or
fairly
maybe it's
separation.
YouTube on my
Additional
IP. Let me
power
just
protects
turn
stage
on
launch
the
during launch will
VPN.
separate. The interstage adapter that
And if it
connects
then
the
works,
first
it's
and
my
second
internet
stages will
and
separate at about
not
4
Chrome.
minutes into flight.
Please work,
And
please
then
work.
stage 2 ignition, which is that solid
Okay,
rocket
YouTube is
fuel
down for
rocket
Chrome. I
fuel
don't
that
know.
will burn for
On
2
Chrome,
minutes
YouTube
and
is completely
45
down.
seconds.
Oh.
Once the second stage burns out, we'll be listening for a call of orbital insertion at 6 minutes and 52 seconds after launch. The vehicle will coast for 2 minutes before Cygnus separation at 9 minutes and 9 seconds after liftoff. And at the time of launch, the International Space Station will be flying 260 statute miles over the southern Indian Ocean.
ATS VDMs enabled, voltage nominal, ODM commands clear. And a copy all, check 410 and check 411. Step 412 not required for today's
Hello,
operation.
awesome dog.
The ISS actually isn't even that close to
Now just about
Wallops
8
and
minutes and
liftoff.
30 seconds to launch. Again, that
What?
next milestone we'll hear will be for
The
the
ISS
vehicle to
isn't
be
close
turned
to
to
Wallops
internal
at
power
liftoff.
at
I
5
just
minutes out.
checked.
Isn't it? But I said it will be
No.
direct nowhere, right?
Yeah, I mean,
This
it can launch into the same inclination, but it'll take a couple of days. So
But they said that that station will be directly over it at time of launch.
no, it
And we're
won't.
at T-minus
It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Let's
Right
see
now,
it.
it's
Let's see
south
it.
of Madagascar. So
Yeah.
if they're launching in 10 minutes, it's maybe somewhere somewhere in the North Pacific, Northern Pacific.
That's strange. They said it would be done. Okay.
Well,
Wait, it's already dark outside? Didn't notice it. Just saw it on this map here. It's already for so long. Look, the shadows. Wait. Getting dark early again, right? Getting into the winter time
Yeah.
again soon. No, don't want this. I don't want to have it dark at 6 o'clock again. That's horrible.
let's just go to Mars.
Yes.
Takes longer.
Yeah, it's a few minutes, but
Days
yeah.
come short. The
Let's
days
let's
are
just go to the North
45
Pole.
minutes longer anyway.
Let's just go to the North Pole.
Always
Now,
dark there.
inside 7 minutes, you've been hearing teams running through some of these final milestones, and the internal power has been activated. Again,
Alright,
it'll
now
be
we're
switched
under
over to
7
internal power at the
minutes.
5-minute mark.
Copy. And when you come back up in 4 minutes, will you
I'm
be,
also working for a new overlay for the streams, like a little bit high quality more. I think we have the textures from OBS and just not higher resolution and stuff. So yeah, I'm working on that to get like more quality.
414, ops 2, initialize
Yes.
ground ordnance power
Cool.
supplies.
T-minus thing to the left. You showed earlier.
Yeah, and the text. I mean, let me just make it bigger. You will see the resolution is not good.
Power supply is nominal.
Look at this one here.
No, I can imagine that.
I would do it like this. That's that.
Alright,
I hate the text things from OBS. They're also so can't have them big. They look horrible.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Oh goodness, if someone just took off to Mars now. Oh,
Yes.
nothing to do.
So yeah, that's we just found out that Awesome Dog is SR22 on Twitter. So Twitter manager.
Oh, so someone got exposed.
Exposed. Ooh.
Control, check 417.
Oh my god. You got exposed.
Yeah.
And Philip writing the standard Dramix view of things.
Why though? I didn't even watch the Trimax.
I'm not watching Dramix.
No one watches Trimax except for like 60,000 people.
Yeah. Don't like the community. Normans. Don't know
Did
what
you know that
don't know what
average
Twitch emotes are.
Yeah, I do know what Twitch
T-minus
emotes are.
5 minutes.
You know when do you use little W?
Ops 1, transfer avionics to
When do you use
internal
CLW?
LC Ops 1, all
What's
It's a
that?
test.
power on,
Little W.
standby 5,
Little W?
Yes. When do you use it?
and all external power
Like,
off.
is it like a certain situation for it?
Yes, that's a Twitch emote. Look, that's a typical Dramix view. There we have typical Twitch Norman again.
And green.
I'm just
I watch
testing you.
Twitch though.
Yeah, I am.
Just heard those calls to initiate
Yeah, I
internal
don't.
power.
Yeah, I don't have hobbies and I'm watching Power Plata all day and I have Snowflakes, but I have 5 million
3, 2,
channel points.
arm command sent.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, it's
main
not.
ODMs, all
I was
lines.
watching it every day for 8 hours straight and betting. It's not.
Yeah.
That's not weird. What would you do else in your free time? You would go out, meet friends, and go to lake or something? What the fuck? I don't do that shit.
No.
Yeah,
I don't go out and meet friends.
who has
Go to
friends?
baseball
Friends are not
field.
cool.
You know, friends are useless.
Yes. Who needs friends? Who needs friends if you can have a PC?
Check 426 complete.
760 friends on Twitter.
Who needs friends if you can sub to Papa Plata for each month and pay $3.99 each month?
Report on range status.
That's better. Friends are free. And that costs money, so definitely better. I mean, spending money is better than even having something for free.
Phase 3
That's not a question.
limits will be active at T-minus 3 minutes.
Alright, so we're about 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from launch.
Wait, is the launch going over Europe?
FC commanded to flight mode.
No.
Yeah, we can't see it.
429.
Said no. When's ISS flying over again here?
Auto sequence
Not
start.
very
So-
soon.
For Spain, there are no visible
LTTD,
passes in
we're
the next
green.
10
Oh yeah,
minutes.
sorry you're in
Green,
Spain.
follow
Sorry,
podium,
rich
social
kid.
distancing clearance, nominal. Copy like one, and I
Oh,
copy.
rich kid.
TD will check 430,
How about still,
431.
even for Germany, we have to wait longer.
Verify ready for nav mode.
LC, GNC 1, warp nav ready for nav.
Ops 2, step 433, switch to nav.
LC Ops 2, orb nav, switch to navigate.
2 minutes and 30 seconds to launch, still counting down to that exact liftoff time at 5:01 and 5 seconds p.m. Central Time, 6:01 and 5 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. Tanks will be pressurized at about the T-minus 40 seconds until liftoff, and we'll be counting down to liftoff from there.
Okay, so in real time it's T minus 23 seconds and 2 minutes in stream time.
Yeah.
And let me just put countdown away here. Because we don't have countdown again. I mean, sure, it's T minus 10 seconds, it's gonna go away again, we know that from NASA. I don't know why, but it's going away.
So,
And yeah, you would also think that NASA would get more than fucking 720p.
yeah, but just as you said, the time when
You know, it's embarrassing. I want to do a recap for that launch, and I have to use 720p, and there aren't even different camera views of that. It's always on this shitty camera. I mean, even the camera isn't even 720p. The camera is 4p or so. I mean, even the NASA logo is like 480p. It's the only thing high resolution is the Cam 16 logo up there.
Well,
T-minus 1 minute. Mark.
it happens.
They say 4K for Artemis. Really? That would be awesome. But of course,
Dude,
we're gonna
now on
see.
1 minute. It's gonna be interesting now.
Yes. So watch out for the small. Oh, sorry. For the small gimbal they're doing right after liftoff to get away from the
40 seconds
launch
until
show.
liftoff.
So now let's be quiet. So the
T-minus
launch is
30
gonna-
seconds.
Yes.
the launch is gonna
Mark.
be epic.
Twenty seconds to liftoff.
T-minus 10.
Yeah, don't count down. Just 30 minutes
Yeah,
down.
I got confused.
3, 2, 1.
Oh! No.
Engine ignition.
Main engine start.
Look, that gimbal, that's cool.
And we have
But why didn't they keep this nice view there? I want to have footage after the launch from this view from ignition. I need this for the recap.
100%. Attitude nominal.
Wow.
The SS Ellison Onizuka
Look at
now
this-
on its way
this
to the
rocket
International
lifting off
Space
at
Station to
480p.
deliver more than
Thank you, NASA, for that.
8,200 pounds of cargo. Good first stage
Well.
performance so far.
It
This
happens.
resolution is so bad. I don't think, maybe I just don't do a recap for that launch because I don't know, don't want to put a 720p shit.
Just post it. Just post a still frame of the rocket going off and say.
I mean, we had, remember that N-roll thing there from the N-roll thing?
Engine's at
Yeah.
100%.
Where I had to recap was literally just 30 seconds. 30 seconds on 480p, it was a video. Very high. Oh, but that shot's cool. You can see the.
Yeah,
But
it is.
that shot in 4K. NASA.
Currently at
And that would be pretty cool.
5 seconds.
That shot in
So-
SpaceX live stream.
For Antares launches, we always get the nerdy data, right?
Yeah, when you switch to the animation, we can see perigee, etc. Yeah.
Yeah.
First stage now passing
That's
through
what
the
I love
area
to
of
see, like,
maximum dynamic pressure.
Just using the Kerbal knowledge on real life rockets. That's all I
Yes.
want to
Again,
do.
this first stage will burn for about 3 minutes and 18 seconds until main engine cutoff.
All subsystems continue to perform as expected.
Of course, they switched off the engine cam right as ignition happened. Yeah. Hope we get footage after that launch. Or maybe you can just use some
Maybe
footage
you
from
can-
NSF.
Plus 110 seconds.
Or check
Just
out
sneak some footage.
the NASA website. They always have nice gallery.
I don't want to have pictures, but
No, they post videos too.
okay. Yeah,
Continue
then
at 100%. Core pressure's
I'll
nominal.
look for that tomorrow.
All vehicle subsystems nominal. Passing 120,000
You
feet.
can really see how clear the plume is. That's weird.
2 minutes, 20 seconds into flight, everything still proceeding nominal.
Yes.
1 more minute.
So I'm looking forward to the SRB phase because it's the coolest phase. I mean, just how they pitch the rocket there. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I would actually call this an
Attitude nominal.
SRM, to be honest,
Performance as
because
expected.
Solid rocket
Like,
motor.
usually I use, yeah, because if it's the stage itself for like RS1X and something, where it's literally
Okay,
the
it's not
stage,
boosting. Yeah, okay, I
Right,
know which.
right.
Aries performance
That's
continues.
why-
I would
that's
just call
I
it
would use-
SRS, solid rocket stage.
Yeah.
Throttle down.
But I mean,
13%.
technically, it's a solid rocket booster. You call this
And
thing.
they
Throttling
throttle
down 3 minutes into flight, main engine cutoff coming soon.
Okay, Chad, we have 6 viewers. What do we call the upper stage?
Throttle
SRS,
down to
solid rocket
55%.
stage, SRB, solid rocket booster, or SRM, solid rocket motor?
SRM.
Type in chat real quick.
Nominal.
Vote for SRM.
Stage 1 Miko.
I'm with Miko.
We have main
Miko.
engine cutoff.
SRM,
I
okay.
believe they
entering
use
into
the
a co-stage, standing by for
181,
stage 1
aren't they?
separation.
RD-181?
Stage 1 separation confirmed.
I think 170, but not sure.
Do they use? No, they
It
use the
wasn't.
170 before the accident or the anomaly, and then they switched
Oh no, the
over to
RD-170 is the Soyuz engine.
Attitude nominal.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, right. Hold on, what engine are
Fairing separation.
they?
Fairing separation
Yes,
confirmed.
181.
Nice. Yeah,
181.
that's what I thought.
I don't think they changed the engines from the after
And
the
we have
anomaly.
stage 2 ignition.
No, they did.
No
They-
animation, NASA. Are you
Stage
fucking
burn
serious?
approximately 2 minutes and
that's
30
that's
seconds.
sad.
No,
I love
that-
the
All
animation.
systems continue nominal.
I mean,
Hey, we're
mission
just gonna
control
stop the
vehicles
stream,
always
just
cool,
gonna boycott NASA now. Yes,
Stage
add
2
this
ignition
uses
is
RD-180.
confirmed. Stage 2 is that solid rocket fuel
Mission
that will burn for
control
Show.
2 minutes and
cool,
45
but
seconds.
Yes!
Burnout will
Yes!
come at
Ah,
6
Yes!
minutes and
there we go.
52
Look at
seconds
this!
There we
into the
go.
flight today.
Alright.
And soon
So,
as the perigee hits, or as the apogee actually hits higher numbers, we will see the pitching. You can. Oh, now it starts. You see pitching there a little.
Approaching 140 kilometers.
Alright. That's what I like to see. Mission phase 14. It's cool that we got those.
Mission time, mission phase, stage 2 flight,
Now 5 minutes
altitude.
into flight, everything proceeding smoothly.
Oh, thank you. They have. I love how they have metric and imperial. That's
Approaching
awesome.
150
Yeah,
kilometers.
that's
So the 1% using imperial can see it, and the 99% of the world that uses metric can also see it.
so.
So we're at
Oh, they're
170.
right at the close of the window. Look at that.
What?
You can see that on the diagram
Stage 2.
below.
All
The
Yes.
blue line is where the window opened, and the yellow line is where the window closed, and they're right on the yellow line. So they almost missed the
Oh,
missed the
yes.
window.
Yeah, it's cool.
approximately 1 minute to stage 2 burnout.
But it's satisfying that it's going over one line, not between them.
Yeah.
By the way, have you seen this awesome animation I put together ahead of the launch?
All
Look at that.
continue to perform
That's
as
cool.
expected.
We don't need to see Cygnus. That's cool.
Yeah. But the G0 is incorrect though.
Approximately 30 seconds to stage 2 burnout.
Where is it? Can't see it.
On your animation.
Oh, yeah, can't change it. It's a video I exported from PowerPoint. I can't change it now.
Yeah.
I mean, they changed it like a few minutes. I think I saw something on Twitter from Das, and he said that they have to recycle the computers, and that's why the delay. I mean, it was an 8-minute delay.
Pergy and
Yes,
Hold on.
burnout should be
Burnout.
soon, and there's
Stage
burnout.
2 burnout.
and there we
All
go.
systems nominal.
And stage 2 burnout is confirmed.
Series will coast for approximately 2 minutes till spacecraft separation.
So 2 minutes of space. You can actually see those little cones. Those are thrusters, yeah. Really high quality animations here.
Nearly 180 kilometers.
Northrop
Yeah,
Grumman cares about
that's-
high
that's
quality.
fine. That's fine.
Or just give it, just to Northrop Grumman, there are things that are called cameras. You can actually put them on rockets, and then you have views. That's a pretty modern
Yeah, but I
technique.
mean, if they had cameras, we wouldn't get those those parameters probably.
Just do this, and just instead of an animation per camera,
To orient and
Like-
prepare for
like a quad camera, camera here,
in a little
camera
more than 1
here,
minute.
camera here, camera
Nice
here.
cross stream.
Yeah, score stream. I would also
Well,
love
that's
if
minor.
SpaceX would implement multiple views, not only 2 views. Like
Yeah.
I would love to see interstage cam from re-entry burn.
I feel like there's not a lot to see there.
Yes, you see the plume and that stuff, and the soot coming up there.
Altitude
Not
179
from
kilometers.
inside of the interstage.
No, I mean the interstage cam. Are we talking about the same thing?
30
Interstage cam is
seconds
in the
to
interstage.
spacecraft separation.
Yeah, looking up.
Standing by for
Yes.
spacecraft separation.
Yeah.
Then you would see the
You
plume
would
like
maybe see the plume, but no soot or anything.
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, the suit is the plume.
And there are those cables and the pusher thing. They're all in the way.
Yeah, I mean, but the plume is a suit, kind of. You know what I mean? I mean, it's burning. It's burning sooty. So.
Yeah, well, maybe. I'm really looking forward to the booster for Starship. Oh, with spacecraft separation.
And we have
Yeah.
spacecraft
My
separation.
bad for Starship Overflight is paired route.
Spacecraft separation confirmed, and Cygnus
They ignite
has
those 28
separated from the second
engines and
stage.
boom.
And Northrop Grumman teams now celebrating the confirmation of spacecraft separation.
LC with that. Flyout calls are
I was
complete.
wondering if they have a team of people who are just calculating how the rocket is gonna fly.
Oh look, that's Story Bruno.
Station here. We're in our post-launch check.
Bold is always Story Bruno. There's Story Bruno too. There's another Story Bruno. That's Black Story Bruno.
It is in progress.
There are a lot of Story Brunos.
That's Sitting Story Bruno. That's Standing Story Bruno.
445 state vector.
That's Old Story Bruno.
And I copy and work.
That's no, that's too much.
Imagine just sitting in the room.
And did you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No.
Hey, for everyone who watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, this one looks like Scully. That's Scully. Let me just do snipping clue thing.
Ground equipment and report when complete.
Yeah, copy that, LC. We'll get that in work once personnel can return to the LC.
Scully on stream. Okay, let's just tweet that one. Yeah, my Twitter break's going great.
Yeah.
Definitely not on Twitter all day. I mean, it was better today. It wasn't that much on Twitter. So didn't tweet that much today, so it's going good. And always an opening the phone going on Twitter. It's better. It's going better.
With that confirmation of successful orbital insertion, Cygnus is now on its way to the International Space Station, where it will arrive in 2 days on Thursday, August 12th, to deliver more than 8,200 pounds of cargo. Back with us now from Northrop Grumman is Antares System Engineering Program Manager Christina Halona.
So yeah, and with that I would say we just end the live stream because there's nothing to say anymore. And so yeah, it was a nice live stream and went a nice beautiful launch. Try to do the recap this evening. And yeah, so if you enjoyed it, definitely smash the like button. I don't think there's anything to smash anymore because we're always at 8 likes. And if you enjoyed it, just type something in chat. We didn't have a lot of chat messages today. I think it's possible that we have a lot of, like NSF call it, podcast viewers.
Yeah.
Because no one writes in chat. So now, 5 viewers. Someone other than Awesome Dog, write in this chat. I want to see someone other than Awesome Dog write in this chat. We're gonna end the live stream once someone else wrote something in chat. Not Philip.
Oh, no, look at that.
Öffentliches Personennahverkehr.
Yeah.
So, no one writing?
I pressed Ö and P. So I just said I'm gonna go with ÖPNV.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, we should do the plugs. All right, check out our Patreon, which is brand new. Link in the description. And of course our Twitter handles: Weekly Spaceflight and Marlon and
Why do you always call it Twitter handles? I think Twitter links sound better. I think in general links sound better. Yeah,
but it's the professional term.
Yeah, but professional is like NASA can do professional streams. We don't have to do professional streams. We're doing funny streams like NSF because we are better than NSF.
If we do professional streams and NASA doesn't, we're better than NASA.
But we want to be funny in the streams.
Nah.
No, we don't want to be funny. Okay, okay, then not. If you don't want to be funny in the streams, then I'm going to do the comedy part of the stream. I'm going to be the DAS of the stream. Let's just do a Twitch stream in parallel.
Did the funny part already start?
Yeah.
No, I'm not laughing.
I mean, it's always funny when voice cracks or so let's just have voice crack. Oh, look, there's mission control. Yeah, that was funny. Look.
Mission control.
Mission control.
All right.
Okay.
Let's just end the stream here.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being here. Have a good night.
Around. See ya next time.
So now that Philip is muted, let's just do some fun stuff on the stream. Just kidding. Oh, I have a good night.